Hey everyone, it's the GamerHelper here. Welcome to Fortnite Save the World. As many of you guys know, we've been having a lot of dramatic issues in Fortnite Save the World, unfortunately, coming to us, and we have a new patch update that I definitely want to address. That's why I'm going to be making this as my part 2 video of top 5 things we need in Fortnite Save the World. Because I figured, hey, maybe some dev is actually listening to us and, decides to actually want to change the game. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with number 5 on my list. All this is my opinion, so it's not, mandated by everyone. It's just my opinions on what can make this game better. Anyways, number 5, I'm going to go ahead and say some schematic interactions with characters. The reason I like that is because as many of you guys played a lot of games, I'm pretty sure, other than this game, if you're actually playing an actual story mode game, you will be seeing schematics, and it's a lot of that. So just I guess you would say a type of cutscene or movie that makes the game feel real. The reason I feel like we need that is because this game is unfortunately dull, and there's only one cutscene, and that's it. They're apparently making a second cutscene for the Storm King, but I don't want to go into that. But I would actually like to see more cutscenes, only because it makes you feel more immersed into the game. As many of you guys know, when you guys first saw this trailer, I blew it. It made me feel like, whoa, it actually blew me out of my chair, and I automatically just pre-ordered the game. I was like, when this game comes out, it's gonna be the best game ever. A year later, a year and a half later, unfortunately, that was not the case. So, but what I was trying to say is, what made me pre-order that Fortnite Save the World automatically was this cutscene. Look at all the details. Look how much it makes you feel connected to the game. And I actually like that. It was funny. It's not cartoony. It's not, too real. It's actually perfect. It felt unique for me. And that's why I think we need that more in this game. And it'll bring the game's hopes up a lot. It'll make a lot of players feel, connected to the game. Could actually bring more players too. And that's my top 5 right there. Number 4 is going to be basically better missions. No fetch and grab quest. I really don't like that about Fortnite Save the World. As many of you guys know, or maybe new players know, once you start the missions, it's going to be really repetitive. It really is repetitive, especially the gameplay too, unfortunately. But hey, it stuck me around for a year, so maybe it won't do that. It won't be that bad for you guys. But what I mean by repetitive is actually you're going and fetching. You're basically listening to this dialogue, and the dialogue gives you a mission, and then you have to go find, certain pieces for this mission, or destroy something, a certain amount of this for this mission, and it's boring. Like, it doesn't make you feel connected to the story. As many of you guys know, basic RPG elements of the game, yes, you're walking around talking to someone to get a quest, and then you're going out and exploring the world. That's amazing. Yes, it's repetitive too, because you're just gonna go talk to someone, go destroy this. But for this game, you're just listening to dialogue, and they give you a mission. That's it. And then you go and play the same map over and over, and you're trying to complete the mission. It's boring, unfortunately. I don't like that. I want more, better, unique missions, so we don't feel like we're cluttered with all these repetitive missions. We don't want to get bored. A lot of these OG players don't get bored, but a lot of them are now, because they're maxed out level. And guess what? Unfortunately, this has no end game, and that's why I think we need better, unique missions like this mission, the final boss mission. That one was unique, so I really like that. Anyways, my number 3 for top 5 things we need in Fortnite Save the World is going to be actual base building. I have 2 examples of State of Decay 2 and next No Man's Sky next. The only reason I'm bringing up those 2 games is because it's a big difference compared to this. If you guys look at this is boring to me, because you're basically defending all these amplifiers and your actual main base from Husk, and that's it. That's like, wouldn't you guys want more? I would love to have more. I would actually love to spawn in here first, not on the title menu or the main menu where you select everything. I want to spawn here when I start the game, and then I want to walk towards someone and start the map? What if they pulled out a map and be like, hey, do you want to start this mission? Do you want to play with friends, or do you want to do storm shield defenses? You know, or what if I want to upgrade my weapon and go talk to the locksmith? Or what if I want to upgrade my survivors and go talk to the person in charge of survivors? For instance, look at this. This is State of Decay 2, as many of you guys, if you guys don't know, but it's a really detailed game. You get to build your own base. You know, you're protecting these survivors, and you know, you're getting things for them, even though Fortnite's far from that. But look how customizable it is, and I love that. Look at all the detail, look at all the things here and there. I want that for Fortnite Save the World, because I think if we had more customization, it would bring out this game so much. People would fall so much in love with it, just like they did with Battle Royale. I love State of Decay 2 only because of all the customizations and doing all these things. It's so fun. And I wish Fortnite Save the World have it, you know, where we spawn in the home base and we do all these things. This is No Man's Sky next, as many of you guys don't know. I know this is an underwater base, but still, look at these type of building things you could do. You could change the color, you could build these things. And Fortnite has that, yes, but you're just stuck with wood, brick, and metal, and that's it. And it's all up to you. But there's only so much we could do with 3 type of materials, and that's it. And traps, of course, but that's not the point of this. It's just I want it to be more customizable. You know, change the colors of everything. Add a banner, add a lamp or something, you know, add a post or a guard post, you know. Yes, you could build one, but it's not the same when you're the only player playing it, or even if you're playing with your friends. What if I wanted to place a survivor up there? Because we have survivor squads. What if I wanted to place a legendary survivor there on that post permanently and build a machine gun or something? You know, something like that that's customizable. That would make me really happy. And I for sure think, no, I don't think it. I know that we need that for Fortnite Save the World. Definitely make it way better too. Anyways, for my number 2, top 5 things we need in Fortnite Save the World is going to be dungeon-like bosses and maps with dungeons. Now, if many of you guys played probably old school games or maybe newer RPG games, they have dungeons. Now, the reason I'm bringing that up too, I guess you would say it's part of my number 4 top 5 things we need in Fortnite Save the World is better missions. But this is, I would love a dungeon type, you know, map implemented in this game where, hey, you know, you start this level, you know, 100 dungeon. You go in with 3 people, you play, you know, you go through these caves, or maybe you play like a map or 2, and then you get to the big boss. And then he gives you a good amount of loot, compared to this where I could just go to the portal and then defeat one boss. That's kind of that's too quick for me. I want to be able to play the dungeon and lead up to something cool. You know, I want mini bosses in there. I want them to implement something from previous games, and I know they can do it. And the only reason I'm saying that is because it'll make the player feel more wanting to grind. Because this grind is, unfortunately, it's what you're going on. It's on exhaust right now. Like there's nothing to grind. There's nothing fun to do because all this is repetitive, unfortunately. So I would like to have a dungeon type system implemented, or something really good that'll lead up to a boss. Not this where I could just skip to a boss and play and beat him. I want something that'll lead up to the boss and be able to make it worth it getting to the boss, if you know what I mean. But anyways, my number 1 for top 5 things we need in Fortnite Save the World is making the player feel like they're in an RPG game. Now, I know probably people won't say this is like an RPG game, or it's, you know, it's nowhere near it. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be a horror game. But just imagine if you could level up your character, right? And then you can level up certain things about your character, such as maybe their armor pieces, or maybe what if you could attach armor pieces to your character? You know, what if they could use magic or something? The only reason I'm saying that is because Epic Games is not doing a good job at all. We all know that. That's why I'm bringing up these crazy changes. I know some of you are going to be like, what is this guy talking about? This game's a whole different from an RPG. Well, that's how honestly dramatic I'm being. That's why I think we need that. We need all these changes to make this game better, and I hope you guys agree with me. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you guys disagree with me, please let me know down in the comments. I would love your opinions.